If you told me a year ago that I'd be grinding for the Platinum Trophy while listening to a talking gun insult me the entire time, I wouldn't have believed you. But here we are, after hours of alien shootouts, ridiculous side quests, and some of the weirdest humor in gaming. I finally did it. I got a Platinum Trophy and high on life. But was that journey worth it? Was it a smooth ride or a stellar mess? In this video, I'm going to break down my Platinum journey and talk about whether I think high on life is worth going for the Platinum in 2025. So grab a snack, sit back, and enjoy the video. Before we get started, my name is Mitch and welcome to GamerRN. Thanks for stopping by. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like button, comment a game or series of games that you want to see me play, and either get a Platinum Trophy in or 100%. But don't forget to subscribe and join me for some more Platinum Trophies. Thanks for watching. Starting off the journey, I looked up a guide for the game on PSN profiles, and I noticed that on this guide it stated that the game would take about 12 hours. So I do what I do best, and I set my sights on completion of this game within 5 days. Normally for something this short I would give myself about 3 days, but my daughter actually got accepted to preschool this year, so I started picking up a few extra shifts this month just to kind of put towards her tuition. But anyways, 5 days would be plenty of time in between work and my family to try to finish this game. Now, this game has a ton of different missable trophies, so I know from reading this guide I would need to be careful to try not to miss anything so I don't have to play this game again. Start off with focusing and getting through the story missions, and then it's coming back and cleaning up the remaining trophies. This game did come as one of the free games in February for PS Plus, and I do have a little bit of experience with this game. I tried it when it first came out back on Xbox Game Pass, and I got like an hour or two into it, and I just quit. I don't think I quit because I didn't like the game, or at least from what I can remember, I don't feel like I did. But with it coming to PlayStation and having a Platinum Trophy, why not give it a try? So day one starts off with me starting up the game and jumping right into it after I got off of work on a Sunday. Being introduced to the silent protagonist, I am also a witness to an alien invasion by a group called the G3 Cartel. I do manage to pick up a talking gun called a Gatlian, and his name was Kenny, and then we started laying waste to a bunch of aliens together. We do end up managing to warp our house to a different planet, and we end up finding ourselves in a place called Blim City. First, we find a former bounty hunter named Gene, who stated he could help us get back at the G3, but if we died, he got our house. But he did say we could have his bounty hunter suit, so it's probably a good trade. We start off by taking a bounty for the first G3 officer we have available, 9torg. On the way to find 9torg, we have to go to the slums in Blim City, and on the way there we encounter a small child. And for a solid 2 minutes, he just kept repeating for me to kill him. And I distinctly remember not killing this kid when I originally played this game. I just walked past him. But you know what? I didn't care this time. Plus, honestly, there's a trophy for it, so I kind of don't have a choice. So I shot him. And I later found out that he was like 80 years old in alien years, so technically I didn't kill a child. But I got the first trophy of the run. Fallout doesn't let you do this. That's for sure. And with that trophy unlocked, we are now locked into this run, which means no matter how hard it is or annoying this game is, we have to play it until we get a platinum. A couple minutes later, I lied to a bunch of aliens and got knifey and let him go on a murder spree and walked away with the trophy, bring a knife to a gunfight. Now, I had already looked at a trophy list and I knew there were a few I may be able to knock out early in the game. So Kenny decided to give me access to his glob shot. While using that, I shot an enemy 5 times to keep them juggling in the air and unlock the trophy. We're all very impressed, trust me. After that, I managed to make my way to 9torg, and there really was no difficulty in this fight, and after a few, I beat her down for the trophy, first bounty down. I also let Knifey's intrusive thoughts win, and I let him take down 5torg, who he convinced me to stab, who kind of was just hanging there. Yeah, I'll try not to let that happen again. But right after that, I kind of let Knifey convince me to let him stab Gene, so... But that was also kind of already the plan because there's a trophy, so I got, don't knife the hand that feeds you. I'll try not to let him do anything else. It was getting late, so I decided to call a night for day 1. Plus, I had to work the next day and I didn't want to be dragging while I was at work. So day 2 started after I got off of work and put my daughter to bed. Now, real quick, I followed the guide to a T because there was a lot of missable trophies and I do not want to play this game a second time through, especially if I don't have to. I don't mind playing games a second time if it's on like New Game Plus or something like that, but I don't want to just have to play a whole new playthrough because I missed one thing early in the game. Anyways, now that I got that off my chest, you know how I feel. So, jumping into it, we accepted a bounty to go after the second G3 officer, Douglas. The reason we have to go after Douglas first is because he has a Gatlian weapon on him, and I actually need her for the third bounty, because there's an achievement that requires it. Realistically, there are no trophies within this bounty, but once Douglas is defeated, I was able to collect the trophy G3 graduation for beating him. Once Douglas is beaten, he drops his Gatlian, named Sweezy, and you automatically collect the trophy Sweezy Like Your Sunday Morning. I've been working towards another trophy during the playthrough so far, and during our third bounty, we collected the trophy I Scream You Scream for popping 20 grunts eyeballs. After that, I convinced a bunch of local wildlife that Sweezy was the boss for the trophy, gunning for your job. I don't know what's worse, the options they give you for this trophy, or the options that I'd pick. But that's besides the point. Shortly after this, it was time to face off against our third bounty, Krubis. After a little bit of time, I finally defeated Krubis and collected the trophy, Cold-Blooded Driller. Krubis also dropped a Gatlian, which happened to be a shotgun-like Gatlian named Gus, and with that came the trophy, Satisfied Gustomer. Then we were going to jump into the fourth bounty, and I don't really remember when, but I managed to somewhere along the line, if it was before or after, pick up a jetpack, and I unlocked the trophy, Are You Packin'? Honestly, it's kind of funny because I'm writing this 2 days later, and I really don't remember where I got it from. Don't even remember getting this trophy. But after playing the fourth bounty for a little bit, I decided to call it a night. I was pretty tired. I picked up the game early the next day, around 5 a.m., due to me not being able to sleep very well. Jumping back in, I continued on with the story, and now I was searching for my fifth bounty. When I arrived at the High on Life store, I noticed someone got trampled outside, and I snatched the shoes right off his feet for the trophy, R.I.P. Davy Glutes. And I got some sick mag boots right off of him. Poor guy. Next, while still looking for the fifth bounty and asking questions, I had purchased one of the extra warp gates, which happened to be the movie theater. And I did spawn it in, and I unlocked the trophy. We paid for the rights to put a whole movie in here. Trust me though, I definitely did not sit around here for too long to watch this movie, because these people wouldn't shut up and be quiet. Next up, I found Dr. Giblets, who was the fifth bounty, and I might have accidentally scared him a little bit, and he slipped and cracked his skull and then died. But hey, I got the trophy Hardest Battle in the game after defeating Giblets.
That was very
I also managed to collect my next Gatlian in his lab, and his name was Creature, and he gave birth to little blue things.
I think I'm gonna be
This is such a strange game, but they were useful, so I won't complain. After obtaining Creature though, I collected the trophy Creature Feature. Next up, I ended up going after my next bounty, which was the G3 officers known as the Screndel Brothers. Now, this was probably the more difficult boss fight in the game in my opinion, because when you fight all three of them, it's really annoying. I still beat it on my first try, but it was closer than I'd like to admit. Thankfully, with the addition of Creature, it was a lot easier. After defeating the Screndel Brothers, I collected the trophy Who's the Boss? After that, I realized my sister in-game got kidnapped, and I guess I had to save her. So we made our way to the intergalactic restaurant Applebee's. And I don't know why I laughed so hard when I saw Applebee's was in this game. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. Where it turns out my sister was being sold to the G3, and I got sold out. But I couldn't leave without paying, so because I didn't dine and dash, I got the trophy Eatin' Good in the Neighborhood. After getting my sister back and making it home, I saw this really annoying countdown commercial, and I sat through the entire 8-minute commercial and managed to unlock the trophy Epic Legendary Prize. Next, it was time to go after the second in command in the G3. And turns out he owned a club, and turns out I spent like 15 hours in there because I got a trophy, spent 15 hours in an alien strip club. After that, I beat the second in command Nipulon and got myself the trophy Self-Actualization. Then I went back home and collected the final Gatlian, Let's Do It, and got another trophy, Let's Do It. This meant it was time for the final contract, and the final boss of the G3. Simply go in, take out all the grunts, and then take out the boss, right? Along the mission, I said goodbye to Pseudo. Not really sure why he left, but honestly didn't bother me. But I got a trophy for it, so that was cool. Next up was the final boss, Garmantuous. And after 2 attempts, I finally managed to beat him, and got the trophy Legendary Bounty Hunter. But defeating Garmantuous came with a tough decision. And it was, who was I going to shove up this dude's rear to activate a bomb? Kenny, our best friend from the beginning, offered to sacrifice himself. But I had other plans. I actually used Let's Do It. Because having a Gatlian who only says one thing was kind of annoying. Or at least I thought so, until I got into the post game. And I had to listen to all of them repeat the same things, and yeah. But I managed to get the trophy playing favorites for sacrificing anyone else but Kenny. While finishing the game, I got another trophy, carried Stan's load to completion. Please don't ask about this weird ass trophy, please. I had to do it for the video. I didn't have a choice. It was for the platinum trophy. I finished off the day by visiting the Human Haven, where I found out that they were experimenting on humans, but I managed to get the trophy Sequel Bait. Also, while walking around Blim City, I managed to unlock A Starfish is Born, and I was so happy to see this trophy pop because this was one of those missable trophies, and I didn't think I was going to be able to unlock it on this playthrough because I thought I missed one of the events that had happened previously. But to my surprise, it got triggered and I managed to unlock it. So when I say I was so happy to see it, that meant I didn't have to do an entire another playthrough like I told you I didn't want to do. Now, there was only 5 trophies left, including the platinum. And I wasn't able to play on day 4 due to having work, but I managed to play late into day 5 after work and my daughter went to bed, as I normally do. All I had left was the collectible trophies. First thing I did was follow a guide and try to unlock all the Luglock's chests the game has to offer. I managed to finish this within a few hours, but I also managed to collect and go to all 6 of the warp bases, which worked out because 2 of them had chests in them. So this unlocked 2 trophies for me, Luglock's Genocide and also Seeing All the Sights. I was also only missing 2 trading cards, which I had to look up where to find them, and once I realized that they were in the pawn shop, I went there and I bought them for the next trophy, Playing Card to Get. After this, I passed out on my couch and woke up early the next morning before my family woke up to finish this game on day 6 because I was ready to be done. All that was left was to finish the forum posts, which are just basically challenges within the game. Now, this didn't take me too long to do, but it was extremely tedious to perform. But after 2 hours or so, I managed to finish the final forum post and unlocked Mods Please Ban. And with that, I was finally done, and I unlocked the platinum trophy. Call your loved ones. So, how was High on Life's platinum trophy? Did I have fun and enjoy it? Overall, I thought this game was a ton of fun. I'm glad I finally managed to go back and play the game and finish it. The platinum itself really wasn't that bad either. Even with it having collectibles at the end and it being a lot of different collectibles, it didn't take forever to finish those. I definitely think if you're going to go for the platinum in this game, just be ready for the mind-numbing chitter-chatter that the Gatlians come out with. But like I said, I do think it's pretty fair, simple, and easy to complete. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you made it this far, thanks for sticking it out. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like button, comment any games or series of games you want to see me platinum or 100%, and I'll add it to my list. Don't forget to subscribe and check out my channel for similar platinum trophy content. Thanks for watching.